up, fellow reefers? Welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time watching my video, hit the subscribe and bell notification below now for future videos. It's free, guys, and it helps encourage me to make more videos. Give a thumbs up as well, so I know you guys like the video that I made for you guys today, alright? So today I wanted to talk about, you guessed it, 5 steps for a successful reef aquarium. The first step is buying good quality equipment, guys. So when you're new to the hobby and you try to cut corners, and I know this because trust me, I tried cutting every corner possible. You know, it really is going to be a headache in the future, alright? It never went well for me when I did it. So do your research and find out if other reefers have used certain products or equipment before actually buying it, because it will save you a ton of money. And I mean a ton. You know, the pets that we have in our aquarium, the rock, the sand, it's all an investment that we put into it. There's no sense in actually losing money or killing fish or killing coral simply because we didn't have the right equipment and we didn't want to pay that 20, 30, 40 extra dollars. So definitely, guys, you know, like I said, do some research, get some good stuff in your aquarium, and make sure you take your time when you set it up as well. The second step is weekly to bi-weekly water changes, depending on the size of your aquarium and how much you feed, and what equipment is also running on your aquarium. So I cannot stress this enough, guys, how taking simply 30 minutes, you know, out of your day and doing a water change is important. So doing the water changes is best and the safest way to remove phosphates from your aquarium and to reintroduce the trace minerals that your corals have actually absorbed through your water column. So guys, you know, if you really want to be successful in this hobby, do the water changes. It's going to save you a lot more money, you know, doing that water change, spending that extra money for, you know, at your local fish store for 5 gallons or 10 gallons of water versus losing, you know, $30, $40, $50 in coral when they die off, or fish if they die off. And you know, these things happen sometimes. You know, some things we're doing everything right, and then next minute, you know, something just dies. So it's not always our fault, but the water changes will help prevent a lot of stress on your fish and your corals, guys, alright? So the third step is water flow and agitation. So water flow is really important. So it's pretty simple. Water flow and surface agitation promotes gas exchange in your aquarium. The agitation increases the rate at which oxygen is dissolved into the water for the fish and corals to consume, and it also increases the rate at which carbon dioxide is released from the water. So it's like you know, the way that we breathe, you know, breathe in oxygen and out the bad stuff. So definitely get you a nice little you know, power head or anything that could move that top surface of your water so that everything in your aquarium is going to be healthy, have plenty of oxygen to grow and thrive in your aquarium, guys. The fourth step is clean and replace your filter socks, sponges, filter floss, whatever you got in there trapping your food and poop from the fish, okay? So obviously this is where all the waste goes, and water as it enters, it's agitating all that waste and food that got stuck into the sponge or filter sock, whatever you guys have in your aquariums, and it breaks down a lot quicker, alright? And algae obviously, you know, needs those phosphates and those nitrates in order to grow. And that's what will happen if you guys don't take care of your sponges and filter socks and change them out every couple days. You know, as simple as removing it and putting a new one in, or just taking it to the sink, cleaning it out, you know, and bringing all that water out and putting it back into your aquarium. The last and the fifth step is to have a successful aquarium is minimizing your feeding and your light schedule. So this is just my, you know, preference about keeping my light schedule between 9 and 10 hours. If you have coral, that's perfect amount of time. for your corals to get enough, you know, light from your LEDs or whatever kind of light fixtures you have on your aquarium. And you don't want to keep going past 10 hours because, you know, if you turn it on at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. when you get up in the morning just so you can see it and it makes you happy, you know, that's great. But it's really not helping your aquarium and all the fish and coral inside of your aquarium, because algae needs that light, that long, prolonged light to grow and to thrive. So please guys, you know, if you do this, I promise you, your algae's gonna go down, your rocks are gonna look better, your sand's gonna look better. So definitely check, you know, and see how many hours you're running your lights and change it, alright? And the last thing is just simply overfeeding, you know. Feeding, basically, you can feed, you know, flake foods, you can feed, you know, live brine shrimp. Me personally, I have a mixture between flakes one day and maybe the next day or the day after I'll feed, you know, frozen brine or a mixture of frozen foods. And the frozen foods, it may seem real messy when you put it in the aquarium, but mainly what you're seeing is water just breaking down. It also, for me and just, you know, other reefers I've talked to, frozen foods take a lot longer to break down than just your flake foods or pellets or anything that you put in the water besides frozen foods. It takes a lot longer to break down because it's more natural. It has a shell, it has meat to it, and your fish will be able to find it as it gets stuck in the rocks or goes into the sand, and your cleanup crew will go after it as well over the next, you know, couple hours after feeding. So try not to overfeed them too. You know, once a day is good enough. I feed mine once a day to every other day, depending on the fish's attitude. So if I see my clowns nipping, for instance, at my other clown, or the clown nipping at my wrasse, you know, I'm definitely going to feed him a little bit, kind of change your mind, like, hey, stop bullying, stop picking on stuff, you know, don't eat the snail or the hermit crab. So, you know, definitely watch your tank. Your tank will talk to you and tell you what's going on, what you need to do. So definitely guys, try not to overfeed. And I know they always look hungry. You know, they are worse than dogs when it comes to begging for food. So definitely keep in mind that next time you guys go to feed your fish or your corals even, alright? So apart from that, you know, that's really all I have for today. If y'all guys liked the video, learned something new, or just simply like the background music, hit the subscribe button with the bell notification for future videos. Give a thumbs up. Thank you again, and happy reefing.